Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Conceptual Genetics and Breeding. In today's video, we will discuss about the rights of a patent, means what are the different rights which are provided to a patent holder and what are the different limitations of a patent, and also the complete procedure of filing a patent, means how we can file a patent and we can take the patent after that. So first of all, the rights of a patent. The patent, if you have, means you have granted a patent. Now you are the patent holder. So you will provided certain rights. The rights are basically you can make or manufacture the product of the patent. You can use that product. You can sell that product, or you can offer anyone to sell. You can import that patent, okay, distribute, or you can give certain person a license. So basically these all the rights which are provided to a patent holder. Okay, means if you are a patent holder, then you will have these rights. Simultaneously, these rights of a patent, it prevent third party without authorization, means you are the patent holder, except you, no one can make or manufacture the product which is for which you have granted a patent. Okay, so the product in question, the product for which a patent has been given to you, nobody can make that product, nobody can sell that product. Okay, nobody without your permission. So basically it prevent third party without authorization. Third party cannot make or manufacture, cannot use, cannot sell that product, okay, or basically cannot license anyone except you. So basically these are the rights which have been provided to you, and also simultaneously the third person have been excluded to do all these things. Okay, so these are the rights which are provided to the patent holder. Limitations of the patent. So basically there are two limitations. One is limitation of time and second is limitation of space. So first limitation is limitation of time. Basically a patent is valid for a specific period of 15 to 20 years. Okay, generally in India under the Patent Act 1970, 20 years are the time. So if you have granted a patent, means for 20 years it will be with you. Okay, so the duration of a patent is 20 years. So this is the limitation of time. Basically till that time you will be the holder of that patent, you will be the owner of that patent. Second is limitation of space, means in that country, suppose you are Indian resident and you have applied a patent in India only. So after the complete procedure, if all the things were found satisfactory, the patent will be granted to you only in India. So basically in a specific country you will file a patent, and only that specific country you will be given the patent rights. So basically a patent is valid only in the country of its award and not in the other countries. This is the limitation of space. So in which country you will apply, only that country you will be provided the rights of the patent. So this is the limitation of space. A group of nations may agree to honor the patent awarded by any member country. So there are certain regulation and certain authorities are there, like WTO, World Trade Organization. It has provision in that a patent awarded by WTO will be valid in all member countries. So if the country is a member of WTO and you have filed a patent, like for example India is a signatory member of WTO, World Trade Organization. If you have applied a patent in India and you have granted the same, means now you are the patent holder in India. Okay, you have a patent which have been granted in India. So after that you can go for international patent in those countries which are member of WTO. Like India is the member of WTO, other countries are also the member of WTO. So after that you can file a patent in those member countries. So you can take the patent in all those member countries which are the member of WTO, for example. Okay, so basically a patent is granted in a specific country, and after that you can apply in other countries also, and you can take patent there also. So this is the limitation of space. Then procedure of patenting, basically before you are going to a patent, you must have the various information about your invention. So basically you should have the bound notebook to prove when you got the idea. So you should have some proof that this idea belongs to you. Okay, so you should have a model of your idea, and all the invention, you should have information that why your invention is needed, what the existing products are in the market related to your idea or your product, your new product, and what is the unique about your product. So these are some of the general things which you should have with proof before going to file a patent application. Then where you can file a patent application. Now there are head office and some territorial office also these are the patent office where you can file a patent. So basically before filing a patent you should ensure that you must be a resident of applicant or domicile. Means where you are filing the patent application, you should have domicile of that if for example that area. Okay, you should have the residence there, or if you do not have residence, then your place of business should be that place. Okay, means your business should have expand there. And third requirement, if you do not have all these two, then the place where the invention actually originated. So you can file a patent in your residence area, in your area of domicile, your business area where your business is placed. And if you do not have all those two requirements, third, you can file a patent where invention actually originated. Means you have worked in certain area. Like for example, you have worked in Delhi in some lab, so you can file a patent in Delhi. Whether you are resident of Delhi or not, it doesn't matter. If your invention actually originated there, you can file a patent there also. Okay, and if you do not meet these three requirements, then fourth requirement is the applicant has no business or domicile in India. For example, if he or she does not have domicile in India or business in India, so at least the address for service in India is given by such applicant. So for example, some NRI is there who do not have the business here or domicile of India. He or she will give the address of for services in India. Means he is planning to he has made some machine and he want to take a patent in India. So he should have a address for services in India. Basically where he is planning to execute his business, the address should be given. So these are the requirements. One of at least one should fulfill by the applicant. And what are different offices? Patent office Chennai, patent office branch Mumbai, patent office branch New Delhi, and patent office branch Kolkata, which is the headquarter of patent office. Okay, so here in 4 places anyone can file a patent application to any of the offices. Okay, so these are the places where we can file the application of the patent. Then how we can file a patent application? Both way, online and offline, we can file the patent application. Okay, earlier it was the physical mode of filing application only, means you by post or by hand you have to submit the application to the patent office near your nearby patent office. But from July 2007, electronic filing has been started by the patent offices. Okay, where you can online, you can go to this website ipiindiaonline.gov.in and you can file a patent online. So these are the two mode of filing, one is offline and another one is online. So this is the general procedure of filing a patent. So first you will file the application. After that patent office will publish your application after 18 months or before 18 months. Then there will be pre-grant opposition. Okay, means anyone can oppose your application. Means if anyone has objection that this patent application, the said invention has been someone has taken from some other person, so he can oppose. Request for examination, after that he or she can request for examination. Then after examination it will be decided whether the objection, if objection are right, then the application will be refused, and if the objection by the third party is wrong, then the patent will be granted to the applicant. Okay, then after that publication will be there of grant of patent. Okay, the patent office, it will publish in their journal the application, means now the patent has been granted to that person. After that post grant opposition will be asked by the patent authority, means after publication, if there are, after grant of the patent, if someone want to oppose, he or she can oppose. Okay, then if opposition will be there, then decision will be by the controller of the patent. So this is the simple representation of patent granting procedure. First of all, uh, uh, conceptualizing an invention means the applicant will conceptualize their invention. He or she will write a brief introduction and a brief description of their patent. Then after that he or she will file the application. Application filing will be of two type. Okay, means the inventor can go with complete specification and can go with provisional specification. Means if you have some idea and you are working on that idea, but you are in a hurry, you want to take a patent earlier, so you can go with provisional specification. Means now you do not, like right now you do not have the complete product with you. Okay, you do not have complete product with you, but you are working on this product and you have the idea and the prototype. Okay, so you can go with provisional specification with provisional filing. Okay, but if you have sometime you have you completed your work, you have made the complete product, so you will go for complete specification. Now you are going for, like you have made your machine or something else, your product. Now you have the idea with you, the complete procedure with you, and the end product with you. Okay, like that this is I have made, and for this I want to take a patent, then you will go with complete specification. In case you are filing the patent with provisional specification, then you will get 12 months, that within 12 months you have to file the complete specification. Okay, you have to file the complete patent application. So basically if you have idea and you are suspecting that some other person is also working on that idea, so you can go for this patent. Okay, with provisional specification, partial patent we can say, and you will get 12 months. So in this 12 month you have to complete your product, and you after that you will file complete specification. Okay, so basically if you are filing with the provisional specification, then after 12 months you have to file the complete application. If not, if you are not able to file the, you are not able to make the product in 12 months, So after that your application will be abandoned, will be rejected. Okay, so if you have filed the complete this complete specification application, then your it will be published early or post 18 month. Means after filing a complete specification, your application will be published within 18 month or like before 18 month. Then after that oppositions will be there. The oppositions, if someone will oppose your application, some third party, then there will be this is pre-grant opposition basically, and request for examination will be there from within 48 month from the date of date of publication. Okay, so after examination all the requirements will be checked. If it is found satisfactory, means the patentability requirements are there of the patent. Means patentability we have already discussed in our previous video, in which we have told that in patent there is a requirement of patentability. Means what are the items which are patentable under the act and what are the items which are not patentable. So the authority, patent authority, will examine your application, and if anything all the things were found satisfactory, then they will issue a FER. FER is first examination report. They will issue first examination report. So after first examination report is issued, then re-examination will be there of amended documents. Means in this first examination report, committee will recommend you that you should re-examine all those things. Means if something is found suspicious, then they will say to you that you should amend those documents. Means you need to change certain things, they will suggest you, and after that you will change all those things according to the suggestions. After that re-examination will be there. Okay, then applicant is to be put in order, application is to be put in order within 12 months from issue of FER. So after that within 12 months re-examination will be there. If the objections not made within 12 months, then application will be rejected. If there are some things which need to be changed, if you have changed all those things, if you have resolved all the objections within 12 months, then the patent will be granted to you. And after patent grant there will be post grant opposition also. Means someone can file post grant oppositions also into your patent. So if something will be like oppositions will be there, then those oppositions will be dealt by the patent authority. If there are no objections, then already you have granted the patent. Now you are the owner of that patent. Okay, so you can use your patent accordingly. So this is the complete procedure of filing a patent and how the patent authority grant you the patent, and it is granted for 20 years according to the Indian Patent Act. Okay, so this is all about the patent application. I hope this is clear to all of you now. Thank you so much.